Well, my microphone, it's saying I can't plug it to the phone, whatever. We're gonna make a video because I'm gonna keep my word to you guys. I'm gonna cut the fans off. That'll make it better we can hear it. Like I told you guys several times, I am not an electrician, but my brother is, and he is a stickler for safety and simplicity. So, what we know is that in the other videos we saw that these lights do all these cool tricks, right? And I'm looking at this is the control. But what I don't know are all the tricks in here or in here. Now, this may be where the power is converted from these type of wires to where it can go into this type of wire. I don't know what this is for. So, what I'm going to do is see if what I'm trying to figure out is, do I cut this and try to splice wires to it, to try to splice wires from this to a battery source or to this, and just run, because then I would just cut the plug off of this, extract the wires, and splice those wires. So, main test is to see if this is just a simple negative and positive. And the way to test that is the same way we tested it in the other video. I'm going to put you guys up here. Whoa. I know, kill the camera. But we're going to try something. Right? Again, regular wire. This one has identified clips for positive and negative, exposed ends. I'm going to touch it onto these two posts. See what happens. Cool. Okay. Absolutely nothing. So it's not as simple as passing a charge to these poles. because this light would come on and these lights would activate. Well, what you want to do is cut once and measure a bunch of times. So before I cut anything, I want to have a great likelihood that what I'm doing is expected to work. I have every reason to believe that there's only 2 wires in here. And to hook these wires to battery posts will make this function. But I don't want to cut this, because if I cut this, this is the only one that goes to here, and then I don't have anything else to. It's all or none at that point. So I'm going to check to see if I have, because this goes to a lot of different things. I'm going to go and check to see if I have any spare ones in the house. And that we can cut up if I got a spare one. See, I think these have the same plug, and I got a lot of different mixers. And so it is possible that with the assortment of mixers I have another one of those wires. Okay. A crap load of spare wires. Not quite the same thing. So that won't do the test, because it's not exactly what we're looking for. Problem is, a lot of these wires are old. Told my son I had a microphone. Of course, he didn't look. Can use this for podcasting. Oh, come on, really? All right. Set this over here. Now, usually I will see wires like that all over the place when I'm not looking for them. What is this? Okay, that's an old iPhone plug. and the wires. I know I have more wires than that. Holy crap. And whatever this is doing, I am not messing with this because that's kind of the holy grail. Oh, where? Ah, he's got a crap load of wires from his games. First thing I think is music. But he's got a buttload of games and a buttload of wires. But do we have the right wire? Because I gotta check. Yeah, but I don't want to be cutting up his stuff because I don't know what he may need. All right, this seems to be exactly what we need. Well, at the very least, I can cut one and ask him to use this one. Oh, crap. He's got a million of them. Wait, I bet you some of these wires is mine. It's a lot of RCA stuff. Okay, I'm not gonna make that long. I think we got what we need. Okay. Our job is to see if this plugs in. All right. Perfect. All right. This works. Green light's on. That green light is on. So, let's do some learning. Yes, everything my brother taught me, dollar. Electricity is correct. Should be 2 wires in here. Guess what we find? Okay. In here, we find a black wire. And now there's an apparatus for stripping wires. I have one. Obviously my teeth, isn't it? But okay. So, Big Bro, as usual, has not let me down. So, now you generally don't want to do what I'm doing because you can cut the wire. I'm being lazy because I don't want to get my wire strippers out. Okay? So, our colors are letting us know which is negative and which is positive. We've separated them where we have enough room where they won't easily touch. We're going to plug this in and then put our battery cables back on and see if this works. Nothing. All right. Let's make sure that it has some power, because we ran this test earlier. If this lights up, it is power. We just need to figure out why is it not passing. Okay, it's not strong. All right, that's strong. So we know that it's charge going through here because it's lighting up the lights. Okay. Let me make sure we're tracing the black. Well, that's one problem. Some reason it's not passing a current. Maybe it's, well, it has to be strong enough. It's a car battery. That's what we're trying to figure out. Mine's the current. Not cutting the lights on. Some of them, it's like it's nothing. So we know it can cut the lights on. We hook it. See how the lights come on? Now, this right here is why so many lowriders catch on fire. Because people are doing this and don't know what they're doing and don't check with an electrician. Whatever I do, I'm going to check with an electrician. disappointing. But this is also how you learn, and this is why this stuff costs so much money. Now, I could just go buy the stuff for a car, the lights that go to a car. Um, I had these in my garage for like forever, and I was just testing to see if I could do it. But we know the lights work. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it just wasn't plugged in all the way. Seemed like it was not really plugged in tight. No. Had nothing to do with it. No power whatsoever. What happens if I touch these? I'm lost. Okay. This is a much more expensive brand, and this coating doesn't allow me to touch it directly like this one does. It really doesn't have a coating at all. So we accept defeat again, or we claim the victory of learning another way that it doesn't go, so we don't have to keep pondering that idea, because I've pondered that for a while. We try turning this. Now, all of this stuff that I'm figuring out after I take everything loose and then put it back together, my brother, being an electrician, would have probably checked all of this stuff. All right. Now, we turned it over. You know that this is hot because lights came on. All right. Nothing. Nothing. All right. I'm officially stumped. Again, we're trying to get these lights to work. Can you go out and just buy the stuff? Yes. There's nothing wrong with learning. Let's see who this is. Hello? This is Dr. Bolton. How can I help you? Yes. How can I help you? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, I wouldn't. I believe it's scheduled for the end of this month. It should have been a payment made last week or the week before, and it should be one scheduled for the end of this month, which will close out my account with you guys. Have a good day. Okay, so what is this talking about? Liquid detected. Dismiss. We're just gonna I don't know. I'm having some trouble with my microphones. I'm not going to use my microphones. It's saying liquid detected, and I'll just let that ride. Some days you have great recording days. Now watch this be a video everybody watches. Video that nothing goes right on. Understand this is why these cars cost so much. Because most people don't want to go through the learning process, the trial and error. Will this work? Won't that work? Why didn't it work? Logic says this should happen, but it's not happening. Um, what is the difference in a wall plug? And that's what I can call and ask my brother. In a wall plug, you know what? No, it's still this light. This light should come on. So that's not the problem. So as you guys can see, the lights themselves work, right? Is this stopping? Do I hook it here? I mean, I've had these so long that if I tear them up, I count them as free because I don't even remember where they came from. I think somebody gave them to me. So if I tear them up, I really haven't lost anything. What I'm thinking about doing is just cutting this and trying these two wires and see if that changes anything. Because to be absolutely honest, I don't have nothing to lose. Or I can go to the auto parts store and look at the stuff that's made for cars and see what kind of ends is on it and see if I can figure it out from there. But big electrical failure. So I'm going to quit while I'm behind. And this is a perfect video to let y'all guys know you are not by yourself. So And the stuff you try doesn't work, you just keep on trying. Your microphones may not work, your lights may not work, your cameraman may be horrible, but you still gotta make this ride happen, because this ride is too sweet to not have lights in it. My wife is completely irritated by how much I like looking at this car. I want to run lights under the seat. I think that would be fly. Obviously, under the dash, that would be fly. I want to run them back here. I think that would be fly. When I make the backing piece to that, I want lights behind that. And I could just go and buy the lights, and that would be so easy. But why would we do it the easy way when we could do it the hard way? So I will entitle this video Electrical Failure. All right. You guys make sure you hit that alarm button so you know when I'm on. Subscribe to the channel too. It's not monetized, doesn't cost you anything. We're getting it in.